Hello and welcome everyone back to another adventure in Rimworld Rant here. So first off, I'll start by showing the status of the colony. Our orcsies are doing good work. We got our workshop here with a... That's supposed to be in the kitchen. I think I moved it there for a reason though. Yeah, this is a little bit of a double work area here. You got your slaughtering table, your brewing stuff, your kitchen over here, along with creating some stones there. Our regular work area where we do all our crafting. We have our dining room here. We got a lovely master legendary harp. We have a grand sculpture in there. We got our research area. We have our hospital, 4 beds. I'm probably going to add an extra 2 to that probably during this. I don't know if I have the hospital beds researched yet. That's what I was waiting on. I do not. New storage area over here. Our rec room here. Several bedrooms. Everybody gets their own little cubby hole, so to speak. We have our unused barracks back here. Should it need be, that's where my prison becomes the prison. If not, then it becomes our guest quarters. We got our power from that. I started running into some power problems, so we have our one wind turbine, and we now have 2 solar panels. Finally started running low on food, though that has changed once again. I probably actually should turn. Oh my lord! There we go. Thank you. Probably not gonna sew that again. I have done one thing because I heard, or someone was talking about on one of the forums that if you just you just make a big old spot and then not harvest it by turn it into a non uh, harvesting area. Basically, you take your growth area off. This should start producing me orcs. Now the ratio is really low, so I made a huge one. And should I ever decide to run out of food again, I literally have tons of it now. So food will never be a problem again, I don't think. We have some mining operations going on here, here, and here. Uh, Getting a little low on steel finally. Other than that, I don't have any active quests that yeah. Oh no, I do. What is this? Uh, what have I? Oh, I do. Do I still? Are they still chilling up here? Oh, they are. Yeah. So I thought I killed that. Oh no, I have a dude making. Make sure he's still making high explosive rounds. To shell that indiscriminately whenever it gets full up. So, today's rant, COVID-19 and the hysteria that lies in it. So, I have no misunderstandings about what COVID-19 really is. It is a disease that is for the most part easily contractable. It does not have the death ratio they would like you to think. And I don't come up with that because, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or what do they call that? A denier of reality or whatever. I think some people call it science denial and stuff like that. Trust me, I understand the science behind it to a degree, as much as I can. I don't have a medical degree or any kind of some such nonsense as that. But I do have eyeballs and ears and the ability to watch and learn from what people are saying more so than just eating the tripe they're trying to shove down my throat. So the thing that I find most irritating about the whole thing is they want you to think that if you go outside without a mask on, you'll be dead in a month. That is truly 100% what they want you to believe. And it is not true. Um, if you are immunocompromised, stay indoors. Not a good idea for you. If you're of an older descent, i.e., if you are 60, 70 years old, then yeah, you probably don't want to go out and risk it. I mean, that's true with anything though. The flu on a yearly basis is far deadlier than COVID-19 has ever been or ever will be. Uh, and the people are like, "Well, what? Look what happened in Italy." Well, I lived in Italy. I know why that happened. They have socialized medicine that in no way, shape, or form is an infrastructure set up or designed to take care of people who are actually sick. Uh, Socialized healthcare, or yeah, free healthcare, however you want to put it, is designed to let you die. Because if they keep making you better, getting you through the system, getting the things, the drugs, the procedures, all that stuff that you need, they can't financially support it because the entire country is paying for that. Um, many countries have realized long ago that you can't just allow people to be sick. You can't. You have to just let them die if you have socialized medicine because it's an unaffordable, unsustainable system. And what I mean by that is if if I contract cancer and I live under a socialized medicine system, I am going to cost them millions just to die in the end. You know what I mean? And I'm talking terminal cancer. It doesn't mean that cancer is, incurable per se. We can be in remission, things like that. But to think that the socialized medicine is a good thing after watching what happened during this crisis, you have to be insane. And even since it's happened, more and more people have said socialized medicine is the way to go. After watching a fairly innocuous disease in all reality ravage an entire country because they have socialized medicine. That is the reason why Italy was hit so hard. That's the reason why most of Europe was hit so hard with this, is because of their medical system. We had all these contingency plans set up in the United States once everything fell down to take over entire, like event centers and, stadiums and things like that to have hospital beds for all the sick people. They rented them out. They forced businesses to allow them to have these, event centers and stuff like that free of charge because it is the government and they do have that right. In an emergency situation, it is 100% right and legal, in my opinion, for a government. That's what a government's actually for, is to say, hey, yo, I know it's your building, but I've got like 600 sick people that I don't want wandering the streets, wandering out there getting other people sick. We're going to stick them in this building. I know it's your building, and we'll, give you money for it in the end. But right now, you're shut down. It's our building now. And that is a perfectly okay, in my mind, thing to do because that is an emergency situation. That has to be done sometimes. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up today, guys. Uh, but you can't expect the government to always fix all your problems for you, which again, something I wholeheartedly agree. So when we say, hey, this is our building now, not that I am actually part of the government anymore, but when that is said, that is done for a reason. That is not done arbitrarily. Now, COVID-19 with social media and everything else took the old saying, turn a mountain into a molehill, way too far. And then the governments did another, at least our government, I know, I'm pretty sure others did too. They did a terrible thing. They said, hey, if you get a COVID patient, we'll pay you extra money. I understand the point, and it's not that I'd wholeheartedly disagree with it. However, the implementation, blah, blah, again, stuffed up, of that entire process was really, really, really wrong. And why do I say that? Because hospital said, oh, this person was around COVID. We're not going to waste a test on this person because, it's not important. But we're going to say because they died in our hospital that it was COVID related because that way we get money. Now, that could be a byproduct of our particular hospital system, but I really don't think it is because I'm fairly certain the same thing happened in socialized healthcare states as well, or systems as well, because they were getting extra money from the World Health Organization and things like that if they had COVID patients. So it is not okay, in my opinion, to subsidize it that way. Couldn't shoot out of this earlier. But, my main point with this is if you have contracted COVID-19, I am sorry for you. And if you are sitting in your house deathly afraid that you are going to contract this disease, I also feel sorry for you because you're probably not. And if you do, a lot of people who have had COVID didn't even know. Didn't know they even had it because that's how innocuous the disease actually was. It was a stuffy nose for a day, which is not what I'm currently going through. I'm currently suffering from allergies because it's, oh, Manhunter pack. Let's go see what that is. Oh, my lord, all the sheepies. Look at all the food. That's all I see. I'll leave Coyote and Grunt back or they'll break in a matter of minutes. But somebody out there that they're tracking. Alright. More than likely, most of these sheep are going to die upon the traps, but that's okay. I'd rather... Yeah, I already hear them dying. Jesus, are they even going to get in? Hey, my squig killed one of them. Go, Squiggy, go. No, why would you open the door, Squig? You dumbass. Look at him. He's just running around attacking him. That's great. Wow. This is sad. Oh my lord. Alright. So these dudes can now go free. So in part to the title I put up, what I mean by stupidity is the fact that people, for the most part, can't wrap their heads around why this even happened in the first place. It happened, and then they want to blame all these people about why things happened. And guess what? It just happens. We are curious creatures in general. That is what we are. You know, human curiosity is one of the founding tenets of our ability to survive. And the fact that we were, experimenting in China. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have issues with China all on their own. That'll be a different video. But the fact that we subsidized the research into this disease to begin with, Obama did that. There's records for that. So, and that's fine. The point was to look at that to see if we couldn't find a better cure for the common cold or things of that nature. And that is 100% a part of being a good country. We want to research medical applications and things like that. Now, why in the world somebody decided to eat a bat that was near the facility or that was tested from the facility, that's probably more or less a question for a government that doesn't seem to care about us human beings, and that would be China. I really can't imagine us doing that. We have a little more common sense than that, or maybe may not even be common sense. We have the ability to not have to do that to begin with, which is probably more or less the moral of that story. Is we are in a much better state as a country than China. China may have more money, but their people suffer every single day, and I feel terrible for them. Communism doesn't work. It doesn't matter how. It may give certain people a lot of power, and it may work in that regard, but for the individuals who have to suffer through that, that's not okay. And I do feel bad, and hope every day that their lives get better. But as far as the COVID-19 thing itself, one, if somebody's not wearing a mask and you are, don't worry about it. They'll be fine. You'll be fine. If you are immunocompromised, please take proper precautions because you are at risk. It can affect you. It can give you pneumonia. Pneumonia is a very unpleasant disease. COVID-19 won't be the thing that kills you, but it'll facilitate the thing that will. So take the proper precautions and be safe. But again, if you're in the grocery store and you are immunocompromised, you have taken a risk, and it's not the person who doesn't wear a mask. It's not their responsibility, nor is it their fault if you do get sick. Because more than likely, you're going to get sick for 100 other reasons. It sucks, and I understand that your plight. I do. But stop. Stop badgering people. Stop yelling at human beings for just living their lives. Especially here in America. This is a free country. If you want to yell at them, go ahead. But understand that they may yell back. And they may get physical. Because you've now chosen to confront somebody about something that was really none of your business to begin with. They may have a medical condition that doesn't allow them to wear the mask. They can have a different kind of respiratory issue where the ability to breathe through that mask, their lung capacity is so diminished that they can't do it. They cannot physically wear that mask. And that's something you have to understand as another human being who has a condition or who has, just a general sense of what the world is. There's a lot of humans here. We all have different, we've all had different, experiences in life. And so basically it means stop worrying about everybody else. Worry about yourself. Seriously. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the pain of you. It's not worth giving somebody else a headache over, and should really not be worth having a headache over. Move on with your day. Take your precautions that you need to take and worry about you. Stop worrying about everybody else and what they do. It's none of your business. You know, somebody once said, like, if you got into a car today, then talk specifically about COVID-19 and the the death rate. Like, if somebody handed you a bag of Skittles and said, one of these 100 Skittles will kill you, would you eat the bag of Skittles? And, everyone's like, no, no way. And that is the most ridiculous and false equivalent to what is going on. Because, one, you would eat the Skittles in all actuality. Because every day you get into a car to drive somewhere, 5 of those Skittles will kill you. And in some parts of the country, 15, 20 of those Skittles will kill you. And every day you get in that car and you drive to work. And, people responded to me that way with, oh, well, you need a car. Well, you know what? You're absolutely right. And I need to go to the grocery store. And I need to not be hassled by people. And I need, in general, to not be, made to feel somewhat, belittled. Not that that actually happened to me, but in a general sense, if somebody did yell at me for not wearing a mask, not that I don't. I do sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I forget my mask and I just go in there. Because guess what? Life has to continue. Regardless if the local area is requiring me to wear a mask. Guess what? I need groceries. I'm already here. You can just go away. Because I'm going to get my groceries, because in the end you're a company, not a moral entity. And nor are you law enforcement. Now, if you want to call law enforcement, they'll come out and they'll fine me. And by all means, that's my right to accept that fine. Oops, something happened. Alright, we got dudes up here. My funnel them to another spot seems to have worked there. They're in a couple places, though. Got them there, and there. There's another set somewhere else. Where are you all going? Are they heading right in, or are they going to group up together? Yes. Yes, destroy that for me. Well, that was convenient. Thank you for finishing my thing. Alright, we'll get all of you into position now. They should start heading my way pretty soon. Well, by all means. I do not mind if you sit there. I will have you man the steel turret. I will have you man the other steel turret mortar. Alright, select who I want you to blow up. Make sure nobody's snuck in or broke in, anything like that. What do I got? 2 mech clusters of 2 sizes will deploy near the outer lands. What does it give me? Uranium longsword, harp, another heartlet, mega screen, television, plasteel, 50 goodwill, and stone royal bed, masterwork, or shield belt. That was scary. Run, little man, run. Faster, I say, faster. Oh, good. They went that way. Oh, my defenses are fairly good, I think, at this point. They don't seem to be able to get in. What's left up here? Nothing. Both the mech clusters have been destroyed. This has been the most helpful group of invaders I've ever seen. I don't think there's any left alive. Okay, you can go home. Is this an orc by any chance? What are you? Nope. No, none of these are orcs. Alright. You can all go back to what you were doing. But where was I? Actually, I think that's just about going to do it for our time today, folks. Last thoughts on everything is just remember that we're all individuals, and that in the end, no matter what disease is thrown towards the United States or anywhere else, that 10% of the population is already immune. They just don't know it. So that no disease will ever wipe out the entirety of the United States or the world. So, if you got COVID-19 during all this, that sucks. And I'm sorry for you. If you've had someone pass because of the COVID-19 thing, again, I am sorry for you. And I am not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not underplaying your personal issues in the world. But what I am saying is that sometimes life happens, and it's not pretty. But what you can't expect is for the rest of the world to stop just for you. And you need to realize that bad things happen every day. And more people, and please remember this above many other things, is that more people die from the flu every year than COVID-19 has killed. And I'm not saying that either of those things is a good thing, but also don't chastise those who are researching to try to cure all of them. See, as the human race, we want no more disease. That is something we want as an entirety. And someday we may have it. I doubt it'll be anytime soon. And nature's funny that way. We fix some, we cure one thing, and she finds a way to make something new. So until next time, everybody. That's my rant on COVID-19. Stop worrying so much. Is the basic gist of it. Get over it. Not the disease. I'm referring to get over your own fears. You can get past it. I promise you. The world will keep turning, and you'll be just fine.